everybody, I am back again with my glue book. I'm working on background still. I kind of feel like I'm almost done, but really I'm not. There's a lot of pages in this book. I took a few pages out of the center, but the string started raveling, so I thought, nah, we won't take it apart. So let me see if I can get you guys a little closer. I've been doing some cleaning and all that good stuff, and that's not gonna work. I'll just have to make sure you're in frame with the square. Okay. And then I end up moving the square around. Okay. Anywho, so I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is how much I've done. So I feel like I've got a lot done, but then it's like I have a lot to do still. So again, I'm just working on the backgrounds. I started in the middle and just kind of have been going with it, adding backgrounds, kind of getting this book ready. So whenever I get it done, pretty much, because I start treatment here shortly, I want to just be able to freely glue stuff down in this book, whatever becomes. So I wanted to get a book full of backgrounds done and then be ready within the next few days to just really not stress about art. I want to continue to create. Again, for those of you just kind of catching up, I'm about to start some chemo radiation treatment, and I have a feeling I'm going to feel like crud. And so I've kind of put journal making, not really on hold, but kind of on a not stressing about it mode. And in the meantime, I decided that glue booking would be kind of my art of choice because it's low stress. I mean, technically it could be low stress if you just go with it and not stress about it. My previous attempts of glue booking have been pretty stressful, but I'm feeling like this book here is gonna be what I needed to do. I started a glue book in another, we're just gonna cut that off, in a different book, but wasn't pleased with it and couldn't really get a good vibe going with it. So I started this one. It's a composition notebook with grid paper. I'm not in the realm of not stressing. I'm not stressing about making this like my edges completely straight. I'm not rounding my corners. And I figured out, so I started this book and was going to do the edges with washi tape, but most all of my magazine pages that I'm using full pages like this, they have a little bit of excess that folds over, and so that's kind of what we've been doing. See, like this was a big chocolate muffin and it folded over. This folded over. This was a full page, magazine page, and it folded over. So with that, I'm not doing washi, but there are some that I still need to go back and do a little washi on. But basically, I just want my edges covered. So that was a little trick I started doing. So most of these, all these edges are covered, but they're covered with a flip over of, like, here's this scene and it flips over to here. The blue flips over to here. That just seemed to really work. So I was really pleased with that. Just kind of went with it. I have a box full of backgrounds that I've just been kind of working with. That's kind of thick, but we'll still work with it. Some of the big pages I've obviously had to cut down, but some of them I've been able to just let the other page fold over, and it's been kind of nice. Been kind of nice. And so with that, I've been gluing on the paper. I was so back and forth about what's the best way to glue on the image or to glue on the actual book. And for the most part, I've been gluing in the book. Seems to be working out okay. There is a bit of a curvage going on. Curvage, is that a word? For those of you who build glue books and collage books and things like that, you know that you kind of got to work with it back and forth so you don't end up with it real wonky. And you want to try to make it stay even throughout. And if you do all of one side, then your spine is going to start leaning into that and all that, and so it makes it really wonky. Anywho, so with that, you kind of got to deal with the inside spines as well, because they're folding over a thicker area, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Those of you who know. Again, not really worried about getting a super straight edge. Not really worried about my corners. I'm just mainly covering my pages. Just covering pages. And some of these I keep coming back to them, and for whatever reason I don't want to use them, and so it's like, why do you keep coming back to this? And I found the easiest way to do backgrounds is just find some magazine pages that work for backgrounds, that are whole pages, that not a lot's going on with them, or something really cool is going on with them. Not a lot of wording. It's got some images you can work with. And just slap them down, and the other side of this is somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Okay. And I'll leave this to flap over this edge. I feel like there's two sheets on this one, but I guess not. Like I said, I'm going back and forth, flipping back and forth. No rhyme or reason. Do we want to put a dictionary page? Why not? Why not? So, is anybody working on a glue book? I know Laura over at Half-Ass Crafter. She's been my inspiration for all things glue book, and when she does it, she makes it look so easy, and it's like, oh, I want to do that. She's doing Gluebook rooms right now, and they're just so fun. My brain can't tackle that right now. We're going to stick to just random glue books. Once I get that kind of quote-unquote mastered, then we'll worry about dividing these jokers into rooms and getting creative with the rooms and all that. I need some low thinking activities. Again, I'll leave this to flip over to the side. If this is thick enough. It is. Kind of. This is just some big decorative paper. And I can do that, and then that will come to that. Yep. I will say this. This does eat up some glue sticks. Does eat up some glue sticks. But part of that's probably a little bit of my OCD. I'm going to make sure I get things stuck down good enough. Some people I know just go around the edges when they glue images and things like that. Not me. We got a full-on glue. Got some full-on glue. These edges are real nice and crinkly, so I want to make sure I get them really good. Kind of fragile, but it's going to go down nice. I figured out how the other night to take all my stuff, my glue book, my box of backgrounds, my glue, my scissors, and piled up on my couch. And I was up till almost midnight working on these things. It's just so much fun. That's cutting it close, but we're going to go with it. In an effort to use up what we have. Of course, today I'm at my art space. I figured out how to create at my couch. My chair, I have an oversized chair that I absolutely love. I figured out how to create there, but haven't figured out how to film there, so. I just keep flipping back through it. Every time I put a page down, I have to flip through it. They just have pages that are covered in magazines. They just have a different feel. They have a certain thickness to them that is really nice. I feel like I have to. Some pages are not full of backgrounds. It's awfully thick. Some pages I just really like. I don't know what I cut out of there or why, but do that, and I'll figure out well, this is probably not a good image. It looks like a war-torn. This looks like a National Geographic, like a war-torn village. So as cool as that photo is, we're not gonna put that in there. Moving on, moving on. Moving on. I'm not stressing about my pages matching or anything. I'm just making some backgrounds. Ultimately, I would love to, today's Saturday. Ultimately, I'd love to get this done full of backgrounds and done by Monday. I do have a few things to do tomorrow. And the boyfriend is home this weekend, so he's currently working, but he will be home soon, and we will have dinner and maybe watch a movie and just chill out. Tomorrow he's probably going to be hanging around the house a little bit, so he would never ever want me to not do my art, to spend time with him, but if he knew I wanted to get this done by Monday, he would insist. He would like, get off the couch, don't snuggle with me, get over there and work on your stuff. Aren't you supposed to be working on something? And well, so some of these pages have like I'll cover this up. It says a celebration of the ideas, innovations, and icons that made the world Wired. It's an advertisement probably for Wired magazine, if I had to guess. But I'll cover that up with an image once I get to gluing my images. Kind of the same thing here. I've had these in my stash forever. It's a magazine, fashion magazine, purses and shoes and all that, but goodness, the backgrounds. It looks like phone books or something like that. It's good stuff. Good stuff. And I've had them in my collage stash for quite a while. What are we doing here? Did I just do that wrong? No. So I'll stick them down, and with the idea that I can cover the shoe up with something else. Maybe. It's just a cool background. I found a couple of new coloring books this weekend. We have an Ollie's discount. It's kind of like leftover stuff. Like right now they got a whole bunch of Easter stuff. Leftover stuff from other stores, kind of sell it to this big box discount store, Ollie's. And somebody kept telling me to check out their books. They have really inexpensive books. And, well, I'm a reader, but I don't need to buy any more books. And so I went over there, and sure enough, they got quite a nice collection of books. But anyways, I found a couple of coloring books. And while I have plenty of coloring books, these were just too cute. And, you know, I needed them. So they came home with me. I will admit, I did a little bit of thrifting. What's today? Saturday? Yesterday? Friday? Yeah. Went to the local Goodwill, mainly kind of as a, I feel like that's all I'm talking about, but you know, that's what's going on with me right now. Mainly as kind of a last hurrah. Once I start treatment, I'll likely be a little immunocompromised. And with that, I probably don't need to be digging through other people's, I say this in the most gentlest way, other people's germy stuff. So I'm about to be on a real thrifting hiatus. I've been on kind of one lately, but I'm about to really be on one. Because, again, I don't need to be dealing with other people's stuff right now. These are belly button bacteria and fungi spores. I hate to cover this up. This is mouth and tongue microbes. And then this one is billions of microbes that live in your gut. That's an E. coli. They're cool though, huh? Cool. I like this one the best, I think. So anyways, I went to the thrift store, went to the Goodwill, local Goodwill. Oh, and I went to Goodwill, and I went to another local thrift store. And I only found 3 little books. And one was a book about wizards that I just couldn't pass up because it was really cool. And when I get back to jumping into really doing journals, I will. Wizards is on my list. And so that book, and then 2 other little kids books, The Little Engine That Could, and Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You Go. And I picked those up because they were 99 cents. And The Places You Go is a cute story, and several people, I've made a journal out of it, but several people tend to use that book as a graduation book. Oh, come on. And so my thought process was to grab them when I come across them for super cheap like that. And this one was like in pretty much brand new condition, that like the spine hadn't been cracked yet. So so I went ahead and grabbed it for my stash for when and if I get an order for graduation, I can use that. Oh, I should have put that over that. Oh well. It will. And The Little Engine That Could, I want to do a journal, a storybook journal out of that. And I have a couple of copies of it. It's an older book. I have a couple of copies, and I thought, you know, 99 cents. Storybook journals are a lot of fun, and they're a lot more fun when you have extra books to work with. When you can, they're challenging either way, but they're easier to work with when you have extra pages, extra book pages on hand. So, that being said, I think I have 2 or 3 little engines that could now. So, that will possibly be my next storybook journal. Again, I'm not stressing about journal making right now, though, so. I haven't given it up. Somebody said, oh my gosh, are you not doing journals anymore? I am. I'm just can't stress with that right now. But never fear. I love it too much to be done with it. I do have a couple of journals on order. 2 for like adventure, outdoorsy type journals. And then I got an order for one for a Secret Pal gift for December. So I've got a little while on that one. And the lady's gathering me stuff for that one. And why does that not want to cut? The other one is, what is the other one? Oh, a tarot type, witchy type, spooky, not spooky, witchy type, crystals and magic-ish type journal. So, some fun stuff in the works. We're going to put this right here to cover up that wording on that. Or should we do something brighter? We're going to do this, but we're going to tear off this word because I don't want that word on there. We're going to put that there. So I have technically 4 journals in the works, orders for them. Again, that I will slowly work on over the next few months. My friend Cindy over at Studio Lou is doing a Mayhem, journal Mayhem for May, for the month of May. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm gonna try to participate in it to the best of my ability. No promises, though. I don't necessarily have to cover that up. Look, it's not that I went through another glue stick in just that time. That was a half open. This is a brand new glue stick. We'll see how long it lasts. Speaking of that, I probably should check my time. I'm just dilly-dallying away, and next thing you know, I'll spend 2 days uploading because it's a long video. Okay, we're right at 30 minutes. It's not bad. We'll do 1 or 2 more. Not that I don't think I'm really teaching you guys anything, but kind of can see what. I just love to flip through it. It's so pretty as it is. I can't wait till I start adding stuff to it. It's gonna be cool. Here's another gut biome. Oh, this one's cool. Maybe too thick, but it's kind of thick paper. That's a cool background. Let's see what else we have. That's fine, but it needs a little bit of fussy cutting. Some of these backgrounds have been in my background stash for a while. Let me do that. Across from the red. Yeah. So yeah, going into May, I'm here, guys. I just can't guarantee you when I'll be posting what. I was trying to, for April, work ahead, make up some videos for you guys, like some Tuesday 10s and some gentle journaling and things like that. But April kind of, as expected, was a little bit busier than I wanted it to be, So we have nothing planned ahead for May. So we'll see. Not gonna fight with it. I'm gonna leave this flap open and let's just flip through because, you know, I'm having fun flipping through it. Let's just flip through and see where I need, if I need any washi tape real quick. I don't think I do. I think I'm good. Oh, lovely little Buddha statues coming up. I think I got everybody folded over. These have washi on them. Good, good, good. Washi, 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 washi. Oh, I skipped a page. Well, okay. Let me just put a sticky note in that so we don't skip it again. Or I can just do it real quick, but put a sticky note in it so I won't miss it again. Okay. Well, there you go. I will continue to work on this. Like I said, I feel like I've got a lot done, but then when I look at this, it's like, ooh, I still got quite a few pages to go. But there you have it. I'll just keep tripping along. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. And again, I'm just working on backgrounds in this guy, and I'm thinking this is the way to tackle it. I'm thinking this is the way to tackle glue books for me. So, because it's so pretty as it is. I can't wait to be able to play around and glue, you know, stick some stuff in here. So, anyways, I will truck right along on this. Like I said, hopefully I can get this done the next day or so, and it'll be all ready to go come Monday. And we'll go from there. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.